Hi, welcome to Mr. Otter Studio. Today I'm going to show you 4 things you can use to shade in pencil. Shading is important because it creates different values and gives the effect of different forms and different shapes that look more three-dimensional in our artwork. Before I show you these 4 different things, you can always just use less pressure and that will make your values go from light to dark with your pencil. You can also use different kinds of pencils that have softer and harder lead. I'm just going to draw 4 squares and then we will create a dark to light value using these different tools. The first thing is your finger. This one is not the most recommended because your hands have oils in them and they can leave oil on the paper. It can be a little bit inconsistent if you use your fingers because you'll get a little bit of oil from your hands onto the paper. However, it does work. Sometimes I just say use what you have. Most of us have fingers and so we can use those. The second thing you can use is a tissue, and this is just a Kleenex or a paper towel. Kleenex works great because it's soft and it has these nice fibers. Number 4 is a blending stump. These are awesome. They come in different sizes from really small to really big. And it's almost just like this, like a tissue, but it's rolled up super tight and it has a really nice point so you can get more definition and be more detailed in your shading with this tool. And also it keeps your hand off of the paper, which is nice. Last but not least is the artist chamois or the leather chamois. Some people use these to dry their cars off with, but they also work great for shading in pencil and they create a great charcoal wash if you're trying to do like a reductive drawing. These are a really good thing to have. In the end, you need to use what you have. I had a professor in college who would not let us use anything to shade with besides just using less pressure as we drew with our pencil. That is a great way to start out, is just using less pressure to try to go from dark to light. You can create these 4 rectangles or 4 spaces to try these different techniques out in. Alright, so this first one, I'm just going to be using my finger. What I'm going to do is just put a bunch of pencil on the left side and then try to shade it so it gets a little bit lighter towards the right side. So really quickly, I can definitely create a lighter value just by applying less pressure. However, I can take my finger. Some people like to use this side of their finger. That gives us a pretty nice range, not as consistent, but not bad. However, it does leave pencil on your hand too, so I don't know if you don't like that. Okay, the next technique is going to be using a tissue. So I'm just creating a lot of dark area on the left and then just slowly getting lighter as I move to the right. Grab a tissue. With each of these techniques, I'm starting in the darker area and moving into the lighter area. That is a nice blend right there. This one will be the blending stump. It's pretty nice. And last is the chamois. So here is what it looks like when we shaded with our finger, with a tissue or Kleenex, with a blending stump, and with the artist chamois. I think that it picked up some texture actually from this table, and that's what we see here. So they do have different effects. The tissue works awesome and it's like the cheapest one you can use. There are many ways to do this. I would love to hear the different tools that you use when you shade in pencil. In the comment section below, let us know what tools you like to use to shade in pencil and what tricks and tips that you have learned that have helped you. Thank you so much for joining me today on Mr. Otter Studio. For more tutorials like this, please subscribe and have a wonderful day.